Yes, guys, welcome back to another more LB video. We've got some huge transfer news coming out here, guys, regarding Kavlin, Phillips, but also what does this mean for Manchester City in the transfer window in terms of getting players in. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the video, get your comments in down below, and more importantly, make sure you are subscribed to the More LB channel. This is the second channel, of course. Remember that. Let's get into it, guys. A meeting between Juventus and Manchester City over Kalvin Phillips could happen this week, with the club wanting to understand the conditions and feasibility of the deal. Their preference is a 6-month loan deal with the purchase option for July. So they want an option to buy, right? They want an option to buy. Kalvin Phillips sees Juventus as a priority for January. Massimiliano Allegri promised he would be an immediate starter, and Guintola is expected to meet Man City while the player's agent from Stellar Agency are working on the move. Now, I got to say, guys, I got to say that I really, really like this deal. I really, really like this deal. First of all, I think as much as it's not worked at Manchester City, as much as I didn't really want Kalvin Phillips at City in the first place, he's clearly a good guy. And at the end of the day, we should all want this guy to succeed wherever he goes. He's going to a massive club, Juventus. I think getting away from England could do him some good for 6 months, playing a different league, experience that different culture. Yeah. And I think obviously he's been told that if he goes to Juventus, he's going to play week in, week out, which is great for him, great for his ambitions to play at the Euros this summer in Germany. Okay. I also feel that if he goes there and plays well, City are probably going to be able to get a lot of the money back that we paid for him. Remember, we only paid 40 million quid for him. The market's gone crazy. If Kalvin Phillips goes to Juventus and for these 6-month period plays well and then goes to the Euros and plays some football at the Euros and does well, we're going to get more than 40 million pounds for him, I reckon, in the summer. And even if we don't, we're not going to get much less than 40 million. That means that we're going to be able to recoup all of our money that we spent on Kalvin Phillips. I think it's a great deal. If I was City, I wouldn't be so eager to get an obligation to buy. I'd kind of accept the option to buy, yeah, depending on the fee. Of course, you don't want it to be a proper low fee. I'm happy to send him there on loan, see what happens, and then assess the situation in the summer. In my opinion, there's going to be no shortage of queues that are going to be asking for Kalvin Phillips to join the club in the summer. Loads of clubs in England are going to ask. He's a good player. He just doesn't suit our system. That's a fact. Here's the question, though. If he does leave, what do we do? Because in my opinion, we need another player anyway. And if Kalvin Phillips leaves, not that he really plays for us anyway, it's the fact that we need that body in there. Now, there's a couple of names that you could potentially look at. Zubamendi of Spain is a player that you guys want City to make a move for. Joao Palhinha of Fulham. Expensive, going to cost a lot of money. Would he play? This is a question with Palhinha. If he comes to Manchester City, is he going to want to play second fiddle to Rodri? Or could we fit them both into the team? Because you see the way that we set up against Luton. Kovacic, imagine that's Joao Palhinha. You could potentially see that happening. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of money. That's the problem with that. You've also got the Palacios fella. I forgot where he plays now, Leverkusen or somewhere in Germany. There's a couple of players out there that City could make a move for. You've obviously got Andre of Brazil, Fluminense, 30 million quid. And of course, I've done a video on this very channel last week about Andre. So make sure you go check that out if you've not done so already. He's another player that you could potentially look at. There's a few players there, but for me, I think you have to go into the market and get someone. Now, I previously said that I don't think getting a CDM, a defensive player, is going to work because they won't play, yeah? Because they're not going to play because Rodri's going to play every game. It's not going to work. Whilst I still kind of think that is true, the fact is we need someone. You cannot let Rodri, you know, statistically, if Rodri doesn't play, we lose games. If Rodri's not in the starting 11, statistically, we lose the match. You know what I mean? The way that we've been playing this season. That can't continue. I was watching Match of the Day this morning, yeah, just catching up on the Luton highlights. And the guy said, City are unbeaten in 44 matches when Rodri starts. 44 games we've not lost a game when Rodri's played. I think he said when he's not played, we've lost 4 in the last 5. That's not acceptable for a club of our stature. A club that wants to be winning Champions League, Premier League. You can't have a team that if we take one player out, we just crumble. We have to address that. For me, Not that we have many issues at the team, at the club, because obviously everything's pretty decent right now. But that is our biggest problem. That when Rodri's not there, we just drop off so much. And of course, there's always going to be a drop off, but the drop off is way too much, man. It's way too much. So who'd you get? I like the look of that Andre, but I've not seen him that much. I've only seen him on the highlights. Can you really get a proper picture of what's going on? Don't know. You know, so and City do have to make a move. I'm sure we're going to have shortlist contenders. Could be Andre, could be Palhinha, could be Zubamendi. I don't know. But we have to get someone in. You cannot let Calvin Phillips leave and still not get a replacement in for me. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you make of this news? Are you happy for Calvin Phillips to leave? Are you happy for it to be an option to buy? Do you want an obligation to buy in there? Are you kind of like me where I'm just kind of chill and I reckon you can let him play there for 6 months and get some money back in the summer? And is there any names that stand out for you as a replacement for him? Someone that you can trust to play and drop a 7 out of 10 performance when Rodri is suspended, rested, or injured. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the video, as always, smash a like on it. Subscribe to more LB, guys. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Massively need your support on that. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.